Most of what you've heard about cruise outfits is completely outdated. Dress codes have evolved significantly across cruise lines in 2026, and the outfit mistakes that used to just get you a sideways glance from the maitre d', they can now get you turned away from restaurants or seriously affect your comfort for an entire week. So in this video, I'm walking you through exactly what not to wear on a cruise, from your shoes all the way up to your accessories. Plus, the exact outfit formula that keeps me comfortable from embarkation day through formal night. I've taken over 200 cruises and made every mistake imaginable. Let's start at your feet and work our way up. Your shoes need to do three things. 1. Be comfortable for walking the ship and excursions. 2. Be appropriate for both pool deck and dining room. And 3. Provide proper support on potentially wet or slippery surfaces. My go-to is a versatile pair of slip-on trainers with good arch support. You can easily remove them at the cabin door. They're comfortable for long days exploring ports, and they look smart enough for casual dining. Never wear complicated lace-up boots, never wear pull-on boots that require balancing on one foot, and definitely never wear high heels as your only footwear option. I once saw a woman on Allure of the Seas attempting to navigate the gangway in 6-inch stilettos. She stumbled, twisted her ankle, and spent the first 3 days of her cruise in the medical center. Not how you want to start your holiday. And gentlemen, this one's particularly for you. Speedos and G-string style trunks around the pool deck are genuinely not your friend. According to multiple cruise forums and cruise critic discussions, these Australian micro trunks are borderline unacceptable on most mainstream cruise lines. The same goes for any below-the-waist offering that can be measured in millimeters rather than inches. Most cruise lines actually have policies against overly revealing swimwear, and whilst they might not explicitly ban them, you will absolutely get uncomfortable stares from fellow passengers. Smart alternative? Proper board shorts or swim trunks that actually cover your thighs. You'll be more comfortable, more confident, and won't risk being asked to cover up by crew members. For cruises over 3 days, compression socks are essential for formal nights and long dinner sittings. When you're seated for extended periods in the main dining room, blood pools in your legs. Compression socks apply gentle pressure to your ankles, pushing blood back to your heart. This reduces swelling, prevents fatigue, and most importantly, reduces your risk of deep vein thrombosis on long cruises. You can find affordable compression socks that look like regular dress socks in loads of designs. Small change, massive difference in how you feel after a 3-hour dinner service. Now, this might sound straightforward, but cruise veterans know it matters. Wearing breathable undergarments is genuinely a game changer for those long cruise days. The ship's air conditioning fluctuates wildly between freezing cold indoor spaces and sweltering cool decks. Moisture-wicking materials help you stay comfortable without needing a complete outfit change every time you move between spaces. Long travel days are seriously brutal. You're walking for hours, dealing with temperature changes constantly, and navigating crowds. This small step genuinely makes a significant difference. Try to avoid jeans with tight waistbands and never wear trousers that require a belt. Even on smart casual nights, you might be sitting through a 2-hour show after dinner. That belt becomes increasingly uncomfortable. And if your trousers only stay up with a belt, you'll be standing at the buffet with your hands full and nothing holding your trousers up. I've honestly seen it happen on Carnival Breeze, and it's not pleasant. Tight waistbands are no better. Your body bloats from sitting, from eating multiple courses, from the sheer amount of food on a cruise. Jeans just become painfully uncomfortable after formal night dinner. Go for something stretchy with an elastic waistband instead. You'll want trousers with a proper hem that doesn't drag. Wide-leg trousers can genuinely be dangerous on a ship. Those flowing trousers can get caught in door thresholds, snagged on deck chairs, or caught in escalators. Plus, they tend to drag on ship floors, picking up germs from everywhere, including, yes, public restroom floors near the Lido deck. You definitely don't want your clothing touching those surfaces. Stick to properly hemmed trousers or cropped styles. I always advise people to avoid rompers and jumpsuits because of the lavatory situation. Ship lavatories are tiny, genuinely tiny. When you're wearing a jumpsuit, you essentially have to get completely undressed just to use the facilities. You're in this cramped space trying to peel off your entire outfit, holding it up so it doesn't touch the floor, all whilst the ship rocks in rough seas. Save the cute jumpsuit for when you're ashore. Wear separates on the ship. Layering is essential even on Caribbean cruises because ships are often freezing indoors, but layering also matters for formal night. You'll want a light cardigan or pashmina for the dining room, where the air conditioning can be absolutely arctic. Whatever you're wearing underneath becomes your base layer. My system is a comfortable camisole covered by a smart top. The layering gives you options when moving between the frigid dining room and the humid pool deck. You don't want to be in just a thin sleeveless dress in the main dining room where it's genuinely cold. From the moment you board at embarkation, you are being photographed by ship photographers constantly. Steer clear of clothing with controversial, offensive, or political images and text. Wearing something with profanity or threatening text can actually get you refused entry to restaurants. According to Carnival's official dress code policy, items worn during the cruise should not contain any message that may be considered offensive or contain nudity, profanity, or sexual innuendo. In addition, clothing should not promote negative ethnic or racial commentary or hatred or violence in any form. Keeping your look neutral prevents unnecessary attention. I always choose a dark zip-up cardigan or light jacket for embarkation day. The zip-up lets you regulate temperature easily when moving between the hot terminal and the air-conditioned ship. A light layer is perfect for those first few hours when you're exploring the ship. And pockets are absolutely essential for keeping your cruise card, phone, and cabin key together. This way, nothing gets left behind in the terminal or lost in the chaos of embarkation. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cruise Compendium. If you're finding this information genuinely useful, do hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. We release videos precisely like this one every week, covering the cruise tips and tricks that nobody else discusses. Subscribe now, you absolutely will not regret it. This is genuinely important for Caribbean itineraries. Many popular cruise ports, including Barbados, Jamaica, Antigua, Grenada, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago, have laws that make camouflage clothing illegal for civilians. These countries reserve camouflage patterns exclusively for military personnel and government officials. In 2023, a passenger aboard Carnival Venetia was actually escorted back to the ship by local authorities in Barbados because he disembarked wearing camouflage shorts and carrying a camouflage rucksack. You can genuinely be denied entry to the country or fined. Smart alternative? Leave all camouflage patterns at home entirely, even if you think it's just a fashion choice. You usually don't need to remove jewelry for ship security, but you do need to consider the dining room dress code. Excessively large or noisy jewelry can be distracting in quiet spaces like the library or theater. Here's what actually matters, though. On formal nights, costume jewelry and statement pieces are perfectly welcome, but save your genuinely valuable pieces for home. Ship cabins are not particularly secure, and jewelry theft, whilst rare, does happen. Keep jewelry simple and affordable. You'll enjoy formal night just as much without risking your grandmother's diamonds. If you normally wear contact lenses, switch to glasses for embarkation day and port days. Ship air conditioning is extremely dry. Your contacts will dry out, become painful, and make it nearly impossible to sleep comfortably in your cabin. Glasses are considerably easier. No dry eye problems, no contact solution taking up space in your liquids bag, no fumbling with lenses in a tiny lavatory. Just switch back to contacts when you're ashore if you prefer. This applies whether you're on a Caribbean cruise or an Alaskan cruise. Ship windows don't block all UV rays. If you're by the window on a sea day, you're getting more sun exposure than you might realize. Wear sun cream. At minimum, apply it to your face before spending time on the pool deck. According to multiple health experts, passengers consistently underestimate sun exposure on ships because of the breeze. The wind makes you feel cooler, but you're still burning. This is especially true for longer sailings. It looks cozy until it traps you inside your seat at the theater. Shawls, ponchos, and oversized wraps love to get caught on armrests, theater seats, and dining room chairs. And when you stand up during a show, you'll drag half your neighbor's drink with you. They also restrict your movement when boarding tenders, navigating narrow ship corridors, or slipping past tables in the dining room. Smart alternative? Pack your poncho for port days in case of rain, and wear a fitted travel cardigan on the ship instead. It still keeps you warm in the over-air-conditioned spaces, but won't turn every movement into an obstacle course. They might look stylish, but jumpsuits are genuinely the enemy of ship lavatories. When you're squeezed into a space the size of a broom cupboard, the last thing you want is to wrestle with zippers and straps whilst the ship rocks in rough seas. Jumpsuits also make restroom trips take twice as long, and on a ship with limited, but you can actually survive the evening with dignity intact. Sure, it feels breezy walking through the terminal, but the second you sit down in the main dining room, you'll regret it. Dining room chairs are often made of synthetic materials that trap heat, your skin sticks to them, and if someone spills a drink, which happens constantly on ships, guess whose legs are soaking it up? Cabins also get cold when the air conditioning is on full blast, leaving you shivering under a paper-thin duvet. Smart alternative? Wear breathable trousers or soft cotton leggings paired with layers you can adjust. You'll stay comfortable no matter what the cabin temperature does. Denim jackets, wool blazers, or thick coats might look sharp for embarkation photos, but in a ship cabin, they'll make you feel like you're trapped in a cardboard box. These fabrics restrict movement, dig into your sides during dinner, and make it nearly impossible to relax during shows. Smart alternative? Stick to soft, flexible fabrics like cotton blends or lightweight fleece. Travel-specific clothing is designed for confined spaces and won't wrinkle when packed in your suitcase. Fashion might look good in embarkation photos, but comfort matters for a week at sea. Tight jeans can cut off circulation, especially when you're seated for multiple-course dinners in the main dining room. And yes, that can increase your risk of swelling or even deep vein thrombosis on longer cruises. Smart alternative? Trade skinny jeans for stretchy trousers or compression leggings. They look perfectly smart for smart casual nights, keep blood flowing during long dinners, and feel just as good when you're dancing at the nightclub. They're flowing, elegant, and perfect for tropical photos at port, but inside ship corridors or lavatories, they're basically floor mobs. Long dresses and skirts brush across restroom floors, soak up whatever's there, and collect every mysterious stain between the gangway and your cabin. Smart alternative? Pack the maxi dress for excursions ashore and wear cropped or ankle-length styles on the ship. If you've ever tried removing knee-high boots in your cabin after a long formal night, you already know why this made the list. Boots are slow to remove, difficult to store in tiny cabin wardrobes, and genuinely impossible to pack efficiently in limited luggage. Even after wearing them to dinner, they make your feet swell, leaving you miserable for the rest of the evening. Smart alternative? Slip-on loafers, ballet flats, or low-heeled sandals. They work for both smart casual and formal nights, slide on and off in seconds, and pack flat in your suitcase. Nothing says inexperienced cruiser like setting off the dining room dress code alarms with excessive jewelry. Even if chunky necklaces and bangles don't violate dress codes, jewelry catches on life jackets during muster drills, tangles in formal night wraps, and becomes genuinely uncomfortable after 3 hours at dinner. Plus, anything heavy around your neck or wrists will feel considerably worse in humid Caribbean weather. Smart alternative? Pack your statement jewelry and put it on only for formal night photos. If you want to wear something daily, stick with lightweight studs or a simple pendant. Now, if you're learning something genuinely useful right now, do me a considerable favor. Hit that like button, share this video with anyone you know planning a cruise in 2026, because the more people who know about these outfit mistakes, the smoother embarkation days become for everyone. Right then, let's continue. White clothing looks fresh until reality hits. The buffet, dining room spills, deck chair grime, and sticky tray tables don't care how much you spent on that white linen outfit. All it takes is one splash of tomato sauce at the pasta station or a smudge from a dirty railing, and your chic cruise look turns into a laundry emergency. Smart alternative? Opt for darker neutral tones like navy, charcoal, or olive. They hide stains, survive the entire week, and still look stylish when you disembark. A wide brim hat might complete your resort look, but in cramped ship spaces, it's a total nightmare. You can't navigate narrow corridors, you can't store it easily in your cabin, and it blocks other passengers' views during sail away. Thick puffer jackets and oversized vests eat up valuable suitcase space and make you overheat before you even board. Smart alternative? Wear a packable rain jacket that folds down small. For hats, pack a baseball cap or use a clip to secure a sun hat to your day bag, not your head. It's not technically clothing, but it's one of the biggest outfit mistakes you can make. Open totes without zippers spill your cruise card, phone, and valuables when the ship rocks in rough seas. They make it easy for items to disappear during excursions or around crowded pool decks. Smart alternative? Use a zippered crossbody bag or small rucksack with hidden pockets for documents and electronics. It's considerably more secure and far less stressful when you're navigating gangways in port. According to Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Carnival dress codes, certain items are explicitly not permitted in main dining rooms or specialty restaurants. Bare feet are not allowed at any time in any venue. Tank tops for men, flip-flops, baseball caps, and visors are not permitted in dining venues. Swimsuits, even with cover-ups, are not acceptable for dinner service. Torn or distressed jeans, especially those worn below the hips, are forbidden. If you show up wearing any of these items, you will politely be turned away and asked to change. Don't risk missing your dinner reservation because you didn't check the dress code. Many cruise lines now host themed nights, white parties, decades parties, tropical nights. Whilst these are optional, they're genuinely brilliant fun if you participate. However, some passengers accidentally send the wrong signals with certain clothing choices. According to cruise forums and discussions, upside-down pineapples, flamingo patterns, and black rings have become associated with certain adult lifestyle communities on cruises. If you're wearing these innocently, you might get unexpected attention or invitations. Just be aware of these symbols, especially on adult-oriented cruise lines like Virgin Voyages. Bedroom slippers might feel cozy in your cabin, but they're absolutely not acceptable in public venues. According to Cruise Critic, passengers have genuinely been spotted wearing fluffy slippers to the main dining room, paired with evening gowns. Whilst it might seem comfortable after a long day, it's against dress codes and honestly looks rather odd. Same goes for pajamas and bathrobes. Save those for your cabin. Even on casual nights, proper footwear is required in all dining venues. Right then everyone, that's what not to wear on your cruise in 2026. If this video has helped you avoid a fashion disaster, do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment down below telling me which mistake you nearly made, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Cruise Compendium. We're building the finest cruise advice community on YouTube, and we want you to be part of it. Let's recap the perfect cruise outfit formula for 2026. Comfortable slip-on trainers with arch support, compression socks for formal nights, stretchy trousers with elastic waistbands and proper hems, no belts, breathable layers including a camisole and smart top, a dark zip-up cardigan with pockets, minimal and affordable jewelry, glasses instead of contacts for embarkation day, and sunscreen for pool days. This outfit strategy gets you through embarkation smoothly, keeps you comfortable during formal nights, and ensures you're never turned away from restaurants. That's all from me. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.